If there is one person that I can say is the pinpoint of my inspiration, of this channel, of my business, it would be my mom. She is the embodiment of holistic living to me. She's a yoga teacher, energy healer, Reiki certified, and it is such an honor to have her on my channel today. I hope that you all enjoy the experience. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Anna. It's so exciting.
So we are going to be walking through a pranayama, which is conscious breathing that Mary will explain, 2 yin yoga poses, and then a Shavasana. So let's get started.
Let's get started. So I'm going to use Hannah as my model. Pranayama that I chose for today is called crow breath. And it's called crow breath because a crow has a beak. So the thing that we need to remember is to breathe in the nose and out the mouth like a beak. So if you form your lips like a beak, so you're inhaling through your nose, exhaling through the beak. It's pranayama, as Hannah said earlier, is just it's a Sanskrit word for meaning consciously breathing. It's a conscious breath. So we're breathing in the nose and we're breathing out the beak. Another way of thinking this is just breathing out through a straw. Naturally, what will happen is it engages our sympathetic nervous system and moves us to that relaxation space. So we inhale through the nose, and as we exhale, the exhale is naturally longer than the inhale. And when our exhale is longer than the inhale, then we calm the nervous system. And that is really truly the key, right, to bringing the body out of the fight or flight back down to earth, so to speak, back into that parasympathetic, into a calmer state. So whenever you want to de-stress, whether you're driving a car or whether you're washing the dishes, just take a few minutes and consciously breathe in the nose, out the beak, in the nose, and relaxing, keeping the shoulders relaxed and soft, keeping the belly soft. There you go. Beautiful, Hannah. Just closing the eyes, taking a few moments just to be with your breath. It brings you right back home. Nice job. Let's do that for another 30 seconds together. Sometimes my clients will say, well, what do I do with my hands? You can place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And just continuing the crow breath. You begin to feel the ease of the breath through the chest cavity, from the chest down into the belly, softening and relaxing the thoughts, quieting the body. Let's move down to the floor to do some yin yoga. So we're going to put Hannah in the opening the heart pose. Very important for support for the body, sliding a bolster under her knees. When you open the knees slightly, it relaxes the whole thigh and pelvic bowl, and the bolster under the knees also protects the lower back. It's important to protect the cervical spine as well. So a very small, not very high support for the head is important. Notice that her arms are wide open, and the support behind the back for actually opening the whole chest cavity would be right between the shoulder blades. So whether you're using a block, a bolster, or cushions, you want to make sure they're between the shoulder blades, really lifting and opening the chest cavity. There you go. Again, a little bit of comfort for the feet. It's just a folded blanket there. Gives her the added support and contact that she needs to totally let go and relax. Now, Hannah's choosing to put her arms way up, and you can certainly you can do the full expression that way. As I open and lift my chest, I'm finding that Hannah and I are pretty close, and I can't do the full expression to this side. So you'll notice that I just make some adjustments. And that's truly what yoga and yin yoga, any type of yoga, is about. My body is different than your body. You live in that sanctuary. Make adjustments. You never should be in any pain. Should always be comfortable. And using props, through the years, what I've learned is that the support that I'm allowing myself on the floor, when I'm down on the mat and I'm allowing myself pillows and cushions and eye pillows and all kinds of comfort for my body, it translates to my life. So when I'm up off the mat, I'm actually able to reach out and ask for support and help and receive the support and the help that I need. Yoga is wonderful. I chose this yin yoga posture to help us to move out of that headspace into our truth. So this expression of opening the heart, softening the heart, listening to the heart, opening to our truth. It's good to, once you get into the full expression and support it in any way that you need to stay in this yin posture for, I would say 3 to 5 minutes would be a minimum, but certainly stay there as long as you can, up to maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes. The more that you open, the more that you lay there and soften and open, the more that you'll get the benefits of the posture. Moving from a stressful state into a calm, open state, opening the heart, able to listen to your voice. So here we are, moving into the second yin posture of the day, and I chose the melting heart. Dr. Jonathan last week, he referenced this posture, this asana, and he called it the puppy dog. So there's many different names for the asanas or the postures. So we're warming up the spine, preparing for the melting heart by doing some cat and cow. And we're breathing, we're synchronizing the breath. We're also wagging the tail a little bit, just warming up the spine, getting ready to open up. And what we're doing, this is a posture of giving all of your heart, opening the full heart to the earth, giving all the tension and the troubles to the earth. So once again, we're moving Hannah into the posture, opening the arms, opening and stretching. The yin part of the arm is the inside of the arm. And so you notice Hannah's got her hands flat on the mat, and she's stretching. Her tailbone is way up into the sky, like a little puppy dog, and she's reaching forward, and so you get that nice long stretch through the yin part of the arm, as well as the heart. And you're softening the heart, bowing down to the earth, sweetly surrendering to your purpose, bowing to your divinity. As I enter into the posture myself, I'm making adjustments again, moving any way you need to. You should never be in any pain. Moving into the expression, softening and opening the heart, surrendering to the earth, bowing to your divinity with grace, gratitude, softening, listening, moving. Hannah places her hands in prayer position over her head. It's a great tricep stretch, but it's also part of the whole notion of surrendering with grace and gratitude. As we bubble up the gratitude from the heart space, we raise our vibration. When you come out of this posture, just moving gently again, stretching the spine, moving the spine, softening the spine. Nice job, Hannah. Great job. Our last posture for today is Shavasana. And so whether I had been teaching an adult class or a children's class, favorite time of class is also the end of the class, which is called Shavasana. And again, it's a Sanskrit name that just means resting. It's a resting. It's also known as a corpse pose. Again, a posture of surrender. And once again, even in Shavasana, use pillows, props, folded towels, folded blankets. We want to support. Hannah for Shavasana today chooses to do the reclined cobbler pose, also known as the reclined butterfly pose. And I'm placing pillows under her knees. I'm giving her an eye pillow. The eye pillow is essential because it absolutely blocks out all distraction, and it's very soothing and quieting for the brain. I did place a little folded towel under her feet to give her feet that support, and there she is in the reclined cobbler's pose. I choose to do the Shavasana. I'm going to give you two expressions of it. I am using a pillow under my knees. You can do this to support your lower back, or you can just lay straight down. I'm also using, initially I'm putting the blanket over my body for the warmth and for the weight. It helps in the relaxation. Notice again that I'm supporting the cervical spine by putting a folded blanket under my head. It's not very high. You don't want to lift the head too high. I'm moving from this and taking that blanket and folding it and using it now more as a weight. When we add the weight, again, it relaxes the muscles. I choose to just use, I love a cotton cloth over my eyes, so I chose an eye pillow for Hannah, but for myself, just a cotton cloth. So here is another expression of Shavasana. It's constructive rest posture. And again, I took the folded blanket and put it over my belly this time. We hold a lot of emotions in the body, in the belly, and in the hip, the whole pelvic bowl region. So I chose to put the weight there. The feet are open and the knees are falling into each other. Promotes very deep rest and restoration for the body and the mind and the spirit. And there you have it. So just a few quick tips about the pranayama, the conscious breathing that we went over. Know that you can do that anywhere, anytime, for as long as you need to. So again, if perhaps you're driving the car or you're just sitting waiting for a friend, use it for a couple of breaths or a couple of minutes or up to 15 or 20 minutes, because it will really begin to relax. And go with the natural breath. There's no forcing or causing anything, no forcing the breath, just going with the natural flow of the breath. The yin postures, my experience is that you just have to get down on the floor. Yeah. If you get down on the floor, the rest will happen because your body knows what it needs. Mm-hmm. So get down on the floor. Good luck with the postures. Stay in the expressions as long as you can. They're deeply relaxing. It's the yin part of exercise. It's not the yang, it's not the outward expression, but more about going within and quieting things down in order for that deep rest and restoration for the body, then to go back out into the world for the yang.
Yay!
Okay, good luck.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you all got a lot out of that. Please share where people can find you if they'd like to follow up.
Expanding Your Light. So I do have a business. I do teach classes online, and I have private clients, so call me or text me or email me and we can be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Yay.